Coming up next,
Ed Kalegi and Karen Richmond. This is Chatterbinge.
She is one of the most iconic voices and performers in the history of the music industry, giving life to songs that have become part of the soundtracks of our own lives. Her new album is her final album. It is Duets. Included on Duets is the new single, Ocean in the Desert, performed with Tony, Grammy, and Emmy Award winner Cynthia Erivo. She is a multiple Grammy Award winner and is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It is great to say hello to Dionne Warwick. Dionne, welcome to Chatterbinge.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I am great. It is always a thrill to speak with you. And first up, I love the wordplay and the letter play to come up with the title for this album. Duets is spelled capital D, capital W, followed by U-E-T-S. Duets.
Yeah.
Dionne, whose idea was it for creating the spelling like this?
Well, actually, it came out of an actuality. Diane Warren has written every single song that's on the CD. And we never have referred to each other by name. We've always called each other DW. So we couldn't think of a better way to say, oh, okay, let's do that.
I love that. That is so cool. You know, it's funny. Last night, as I'm getting ready for the conversation and I'm putting some notes together, all I could think of is DW as in Dionne Warwick. It shows how slow I am. DW is also Diane Warren.
Diane Warren, exactly.
There you go. It makes perfect sense. And to me, this collaboration is wonderful because all these years and you two never worked together. And I mean, Diane Warren, her resume speaks for itself. What is that like? What's that combination like when you bring two forces together, such as yourself and Diane Warren?
It was absolutely a wonderful event. You know, Diane and I have been friends for I don't know how long, forever. I think much longer than we want to admit. Let me put it that way. But she has, and I said, you know, Diane, you've never written anything for me. She said, I haven't? No, I don't think so. And she said, well, that's going to be remedied. And as it turns out, with the onset of the thought of coming out with this particular project, we said, well, let's do it this way. Why don't you write every song for me?
Wow.
She said, yeah, I think I can do that. Here we are.
One of the singles on this album is this wonderful song called Ocean in the Desert. And it's you and the talents of Cynthia Erivo. So tell me, what drew you to performing with Cynthia and what drew you to this song itself?
First of all, I first saw her perform in the play The Color Purple in New York. And I got to have a chance to say hello to her and how much I enjoyed it. My God, she was brilliant in the show. And as time went on, of course, I would run into her at certain places and we'd have a conversation. And she's such a lovely young lady. And then, you know, when I was honored by the Kennedy Center, to hear her sing Alfie, the way she sang it, I mean, she just blew me away. And it was just an obvious kind of situation where eventually we would get together to do something together. Well, as it turns out, Oceans in the Desert was one of those songs that kind of defines friendship. It also says that I'll be there when you need me. I'll be there, whatever purpose it is that we're going to be doing together, if we're going to do anything at all together, that I'm there for you.
It makes me think, too, what it must be like for her to perform with you. That moment at the Kennedy Center, that's her way of showing her outward love for you. But then for her to be able to perform with you on this, your final album, that's an amazing thrill in both directions.
Well, I got to tell you, it was my pleasure, believe me. And it was a joy to stand face to face with her and have her sing her part. And then I was supposed to come in. I forgot to come in. It's so funny. She said, oh, you didn't come in. I said, oh, I sure didn't, did I? It was an absolute pleasure being able to sing with her.
All of these duets, it makes me think to all of the collaborations that you have had with other music artists over the years. The last time you and I spoke, you talked about when you performed with Dolly Parton. This morning, it's funny, all of a sudden on my YouTube playlist, Then You came up, a song you did with the Spinners back in the mid-'70s.
Yeah.
So you've always had this knack of being able to work with other people. So when you do that, when you combine creative talents with someone else, Dionne, What is the biggest challenge in being able to do that successfully?
I've never had a problem with being able to sing with anyone. Being that I come out of the background singing on recordings era, it's basically when you invite someone to sing with you, you are cognizant of that person and you let them shine. That is the object of what a duet is. I know what I'm going to do, and they always come prepared, and that's why we're duetting. You're doing what you do as well as you can. And that's the way I look at it. It's always been that way.
Sure.
Let your duet partner shine.
Yeah, because each is different in its own wonderful way, just like
Yes.
all of the collaborations that you've done. And it made me think about, as I was thinking about your career last night, as the years progressed, you have always been able to remain so very contemporary in everything that you've done. And I think about how each one of your songs was always perfect for its time. We've already talked about Alfie. I Say a Little Prayer is timeless and perfect for its moments. I talked about Then Came You. Hope is Just Ahead with Billy Ray Cyrus. All of these things that you've done, they have always been within the moment. And with any performer, I think that's so very important, being in the moment. So I guess my question is, what was the biggest challenge in always being contemporary and always being able to touch a current audience?
Just being able to sing, period, I think, more than anything else, but also aware of why you're doing it, who you're doing it with, and what is it that I'm bringing to the table. If I'm asked to sing, as I was with Dolly, when she called and said, I've got a song I want you to sing with me on. I said, okay. And I flew down to Nashville, and we had the best time. She's such a hoot. This was her song that she invited me to be a part of.
Yeah.
And that's the way I treated it. I think personally, I feel it was the right way to sing what parts that she gave me to sing.
Is there one thing that has driven you creatively over your career? And if there is, what is it?
No, just my love of music,
Yeah.
basically, and loving what I do. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it, trust me.
Yeah.
Truly.
It's like anything in life. You have to have that love for it. You have to have that respect for it. And there was something else that I forgot to bring up the first time you and I spoke. One night, I was in my studio going over some notes and getting ready for whatever was coming up the next day. And I usually have the TV on in the background, and I rarely pay attention to it. But I looked up, and there you were. And it was an episode of The Rockford Files.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And so you've done your share of acting. What did you like most about that part of your career?
I personally never thought of myself as an actress. And each one of the parts that they've given me to portray, I think I was me more than what they thought.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, acting is just being in the moment. And if you've got to be yourself to be in that moment, that's what you've got to do. And I think that's fine. And it makes me think even more when you've achieved everything in your career, in this industry, in the way that you have, and now, in a way, as you reflect on it, what is the one thing that you appreciate most about the entire journey?
Everything that have been given to me in the way of basically saying thank you. That's what it really becomes. I feel that everything happens when it's supposed to. I've always said that, and I truly believe that. I don't call them or refer to them as awards. I refer to them as rewards. I feel that I've earned them, and I'm being appreciated for the amount of time I put into receiving them. I just feel that, when it's supposed to happen, that's when it happens.
Wow. It's a wonderful way to look at things. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this. What's your favorite Dionne Warwick song?
All of them. Really, truly.
Yeah.
Each song has been written specifically for me. And when you get someone to write exactly what they want you to say, and I feel that I can say it, it then becomes one of my favorites. They're like my babies. I don't have a favorite baby.
And you always got to love all of your babies. I love that because every baby is different. Every baby has its own personality, but you love them all the same, right?
Exactly.
There you go. Well, once again, the new single with Cynthia Erivo is Ocean in the Desert. It is the first release off this new album, DWuets, and it is available now where you get your music. Dionne Warwick, it is always a thrill whenever you and I get the chance to talk. Thank you so much for joining us here on Chatterbinge.
My pleasure, darling. You take good care, okay?
You as well. Have a great day. Take care.
All righty.
The woman is pure music royalty. There are a handful of performers that stretch back the number of years that she does and has had as much of an impact on the music industry as she has. And so many iconic songs. And I love speaking with her every single time. I had a conversation with her that I ended up talking about and including in my book. And when you get the chance to really learn about the person behind the songs that are part of the soundtracks of our lives. It's one of the more special things that I get to do. And I love what I do. I'm Ed Kalegi.
3, 2, 1. Great conversations happen here. Chatterbinge.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can always catch our best guest conversations and segments right here on the YouTube home of Chatterbinge.